Sound, it's happening all around us. You're always seesawing between the noise and the chaos and the silence and the music and everything in between. As soon as you start to activate your awareness of the space around you, and the sound within you, then we're naturally in one with ourselves. And that space, wherever we may be, becomes the alchemic sonic environment. Alchemic Sonic Environment is a multi-sensory deep listening experience, increasing awareness and accessibility of sound as a therapy. We want people to start thinking sound, to become aware of the environment we're in at any given moment in time. We're utilizing the transformational power of sound to help people come in one with themselves, come in one with the other, as well as the all-encompassing ecosystem. Music is the essence of ASE. I used to make music for an ad film or a dance floor, but I was constantly questioning, what is it about music that's bringing us all together? And then I met Rohan Dixit, a neuroscientist who gifted me the frequency of 136.10 cycles of sound per second. It's the frequency of the Earth's annual journey around the sun. It opens our heart, it takes us into a deep meditative state, and it can bring us into resonance with nature. We all live on planet Earth. We may have different perspectives, different skin colors, different lenses, but we're all bound by the same energy, frequency, and vibration. So I started to experiment composing around the frequency. The Athenaeum of Sound is not just any album. It's really inspired by music of the spheres and the planetary frequencies. These planetary frequencies become the center of how we compose the music. The core composition of the Athenaeum of Sound is called essence. I've been developing this composition for 8 years now, and it's my life's most important work. Finally, after many years of questioning and testing this composition in many, many settings, it became clear to me that we're ready to record. Since we have this microphone set up already, maybe we can do just the 3 of the full space.
Okay. And then we can play it back.
Okay. The Athenaeum means the library of different genres, different instruments. We started with earth instruments, the ocean drum, the storm drum, the Tibetan singing bowl. It's really an integrative album that allows for one to not just enter into a musical experience, but it's entering into really multidimensional space. We're utilizing extremely precise microphone techniques to capture subtle resonances of sound. It was such an honor to work with John Kurlander on this project because his level of precision, his mastery in his craft, and really his openness to understanding the relationship of sound, music, and health.
I don't think that I'd ever worked on anything like this before. It was very, very exciting. It was a totally renewing experience.
So now ocean drum.
Ocean.
We were recording in Dolby Atmos, which not many people actually record simultaneously. So that was an exciting challenge to try and record, not from a front-on perspective, but with immersive audio.
We also have been blessed to work with such a brilliant musician like Alan Tower. He's not just a musician, he's an instrument maker, he's an inventor. He's thinking sound all the time. So Alan, that space before the choir happened,
Okay,
that's your space. So you can just start.
got it.
Kind of zing it till the choir comes. So as soon as the
Gotcha.
choir begins, you let it go. So now let's do just like breath with no tone.
I could just a tiny, tiny bit of breath on the back air that would make it puff
Exactly,
a little bit more.
exactly.
Okay,
Let's do
we'll
it,
try
let's
that.
do it. Can you make the rhythm not so timed? So, like,
Okay. Impulses, okay.
There's that like wave-like structure.
Right.
So it's just like the more we go off
That's
rhythm,
what I thought also.
that's
Yeah.
the goal. We spent a lot of time sharing the ASE method with sitar maestros Hidayat Hussain Khan and Abhik Mukherjee to explore outside their usual way of playing, for them to really enter a deeper state of awareness within themselves. The intention of the instrument in this particular composition is not just to be heard like a melodic one, but to be a presence of resonance, of overtones, because the spaces of notes between the melodic elements, the bends, the contours, even that subtle shifted note can actually impact the person's journey of healing.
I am 7th generation of professional musicians.
Yes.
But we are all generation of musicians. Music, it's within all of us. Rhythm, we are born with. Because
Well,
we're
because
all
we're
musicians.
vibrational beings.
Exactly.
So we are all musicians in some way.
Exactly. Should we play from 4A?
Yeah.
Great.
Before we start working with any music, I thought it would be good for us to just have a moment of spatial awareness exercise. So we sort of start to slow our thoughts down, our feelings into a present moment. Really vocalize a big becoming aware of all the textures and tones, the sound of the fan. Today is the last day of the third leg of recording Essence. For the first time in 8 years of development, we're going to realize it with Western classical musicians and choir.
We're not used to being taken into account in terms of how we feel and how the experience is for us. Normally it's kind of, here's the music, go. And your job is to serve the audience. Whereas Satya has created this process, which means that we have to involve ourselves in the experience.
It's very, very exciting to witness it come alive, and none of this would have been possible without conductor David Murphy. He's really bringing this level of structure to the level of flow that I'm kind of working in.
We're delighted to be working with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra on putting something together that is truly groundbreaking. Pushing boundaries for everybody, I think. A unique blend of ancient instruments from around the world and orchestral instruments, Western trained voices, but using different techniques like harmonic singing that were explored mostly in the East. So a real mixture of sort of core musical traditions from around the world.
I already feel it. Words can't describe how I'm feeling to be at Abbey Road Studios, witnessing Essence being recorded by the most incredible team. Today is culminating the immersive quality of Alchemic Sonic Environment and creating that space that we would like for any listener sitting, no matter where they are, to feel when they're letting go of their thoughts and their emotions. It is a humble approach to try and communicate all genres, all cultures. We're all one. Music is one. It's one universal language. It all comes from the same source, sound. And so that's why it's so important for us all to be aware of this transformational power that we have within our lives, all around us. This composition is a bridge to communicate that so you can learn and take it home. And that's really why ASC exists, to understand how to be in harmony with ourselves.